Hey. Praise Jesus, we made it to Friday.
Hallelujah. Damn, it's been a week.
Hallelujah. Won't he do it?
Well, he will, man.
How's everybody doing today? Hey.
Hey.
We are doing
How is
good.
everybody? Welcome to the tip. Welcome to Friday. It's Friday, and I'm ready to tonight. Oh, it's
Come
all
on.
right.
Hey.
How is everybody doing? Listen, y'all. We are sorry for the being tardy to the party, but it's been one of them days. So thank y'all so much for tuning in to another episode of The Sip. Hey, Natalie, how are you? I hope you guys all have been having a beautiful week, feeling good, doing some cool summer things. I know it's a lot of festivals going on right now, and everybody's just been catching the vibe. So hopefully everybody is doing well. How you doing today, Carrie?
Good, girl. I'm feeling blessed and highly favored in the Lord.
Hey, come on, blessed and highly favored.
Amen. It's Friday, baby. I'm excited. I got a little weekend trip coming, and I'm chilling. You know?
Okay, weekend trip. Where are you trying to go? Where are you
going to St. Louis, baby. Hang with the homie and have a good time out there in them streets.
Nice, have fun. That sounds fun.
Why, thank you. What y'all got planned this weekend? Are y'all booked and busy?
Honey, gigs.
Yes, gigs.
Gigs, but Sunday I will be chilling.
Okay.
Because it's been like nonstop crazy. And so Sunday I'm free and I will be catching a vibe on my couch with some HGTV. Hey.
Yes, your couch is about to get mad play.
My blanket and my couch on some HGTV. There's a new show on HGTV with this dope black couple called Two Step Home, and they are so dope. Sister got the natural hair mohawk with the blonde tips.
Okay,
her design aesthetic is bomb, and I always love to watch black shows. You know what I'm saying? Shows that feature black couples, black folks in general. So
yes,
y'all get into it. Natalie said she got work this weekend.
I'm sorry, sis. Hopefully there's smooth, beautiful days, Hopefully.
Absolutely.
Yes.
How you doing today, Raj?
I'm doing good, girl. Listen, I'm having technical difficulties over here. I had to go grab my headphones and my Wi-Fi was tripping and everything, but I made it. I'm good.
We made it.
How y'all doing?
Man. Good. You know what, girl? I think because of this whole new technology thing, it's just you never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah,
you just never know.
It just goes right.
We'll be acting silly, but we appreciate y'all for bearing with us. We're gonna have a great show today. We missed last week. We're super sorry, but we've been traveling and it's been a lot going on in our personal lives. So this summer we may need to take some breaks, but we are always here. Y'all can always go check us out on YouTube. Check out our past episodes right here on Instagram. Get your laughs in. Y'all can hit us up at heygirl@thesippodcast.com. Make sure you're following us on Instagram, and also make sure you are checking in with our Patreon. And next Friday, daggone it, we are going to be doing our little cocktail hour. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, some night next week, we're going to do a 30-minute cocktail hour with our patrons. Thank you guys so much for your patience, and we appreciate y'all's just beautiful, loving support. Hey, Abby, she's one of our patrons.
Hey, Abby, what's up, girl?
Thank you so much. We missed you.
We do, and we're so sorry for the loss of your brother, and we're praying for you.
Yes, our condolences first.
Yeah.
Hey, Lewis.
Welcome, Lewis. Welcome. Thank y'all for sharing. Please share this on Facebook, y'all, so more people can tune in. It's going to be a dope show tonight.
Yes, we're super excited for our special guest. We can't wait to meet her. But before we bring her on, we're going to get into the show. What y'all sipping on?
Listen, I got me some water and some herb. That's it.
Listen.
I mean, a little vape, my water, chilling.
Listen.
Sometimes you ain't got to sip on nothing but some H2O.
Right.
Amen. Amen.
I have a little bit of Georgia peach tea, honey.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds
already
good.
know. My Just Chanel, Black-owned tea company. I'm always going to shout her out. Georgia peach, get into it. It's loose leaf. I bag it myself. It's popping.
Yes, girl. That sounds delicious. Okay.
It is.
You're the one who turned me on to peach tea, Nick. Now I cannot live without. Yes. I hadn't tried it till you told me the Tiavana, the Starbucks.
Yes. And that one is good, but this one is even better, if you can imagine. I'm going to bring you some.
Please.
Girl, I know you don't like the bubbly like water, but there's this white peach ginger sparkling water.
Ooh,
that I believe might change your life. I'm just saying. You know, if you you love the peaches, but I just think you might. Yeah. So
what's the brand?
Bubbly.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I love that. Okay.
Yeah. So,
I'm gonna try.
Yeah, check it out. See what happens. Maybe the next time we all get together, we can watch your face and see how it all goes down.
Right, because the shade that she gives
the shade.
Listen, I am now drinking the lemon. What's it called? Spindrift, because of Miss Raj Dulari. Okay, I can get with the lemon. I can get with the lemon. Them other flavors is trash, but I can get with the lemon. I'm doing better.
Right.
Growth. I see that growth.
Sponsorship in LaCroix, I'm gonna need you to enjoy it, girl. No.
Listen, if they sponsoring, I'm a drink with a smile. Like,
what's up?
Y'all heard that, LaCroix?
What's up?
Hey, Sabrina.
Welcome, sis.
Natalie says she's drinking water.
I was about to say, I love the water. Y'all stay hydrated, baby. Stay hydrated.
Yes.
Oh, she said she love your hair, Raj.
Oh, thank you, Abby. Listen, y'all, let me tell y'all something about this hair. I had a F-it moment the other day. I was in my hair, and it was the ends were just terrible. And it just, so I started to cut off 1 inch. Next thing I know, I was cutting off like 3 or 4 inches. But it feels so much better now, so hallelujah.
Healthy hair is the best hair.
Yeah, absolutely.
Look super cute. I love that.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Hey, Camille. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. So, we're going to get into the sips.
Yes. Okay, you're right. We got to move quick today. So, I'm excited, y'all. And I hope can you hear me okay with the headphones now, Nick?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. So my sip for this week are 2 women, actually. The first one, I know you guys have probably heard the story about Professor Nicole Hannah-Jones. She's a Pulitzer Prize-winning journalist who created the 1619 Project for the New York Times. She came up in the news lately for fighting to become a tenure-track faculty member at her alma mater, UNC Chapel Hill. She was slated to start her new job as a journalism professor in July, but when she was denied tenure, she sought legal representation and accused the school of discrimination. When UNC finally folded and offered her the job, she declined it instead and took a tenured position at Howard University. So first of all, she's my sister in power because I appreciate her saying, no, thank you. I'll find my own table. I don't need to be, at y'all's table. And I will definitely find a Black-owned university to teach for. I give her mad kudos for that. However, you got to give it to the women who also tell the truth. So I have to wholeheartedly recognize Howard University professor Imani Light, who wrote an open letter to Professor Hannah-Jones, laying out the truth of what the current professors at Howard are currently dealing with. The university relies significantly on a faculty of non-tenure track professors, making them reapply for their jobs every year. The admission also heavily campaigns to end all union organizing efforts. They pay the faculty low wages, starting at like $48,000. And after all that, they limit non-tenure positions to 7 years. So even if your class is phenomenal, for example, like Toni Morrison and Roberta Flack, they literally would not let them renew their contracts because legally they can't work there for more than 7 years, which is ridiculous. If there's a teacher that's available, why wouldn't you offer this to your curriculum and to your students? So Professor Imani Light took this opportunity to remind all of us that while these teachers choose to teach at Black institutions, they also desire for these institutions to choose them and to treat them more fairly as well. And it also illustrates how much more work we have to do. Howard University, they probably chose Professor Hannah Jones for her acumen as well as for the publicity, but they can't treat the current teachers they have with decency. Come on, man, it's ridiculous. So these are my two sisters in power simultaneously. And forgive me, y'all, because I ain't been on here for 2 weeks. So I'm trying to get my reading journalism skills back up to par, okay?
And you did that, Tay. Let me tell y'all, I was gagging when I read that open letter. I was like, what? Howard?
That's disgusting.
Right.
I'm not surprised. It's just bad.
Yeah. No, both of you know a lot of professors, right? And some of them are tenured and non-tenured, and I'm sure that they have some similar experiences.
Yeah. I'm sure they do.
For sure.
I haven't talked to anybody really specifically about it, but this is like the fact that you have to reapply. I don't know anybody
every year. Yeah, I've never heard that before. And then they're like they're openly like they're trying to deter people from joining unions, like
that
pay low wage. Like, I mean, what? Okay, right. Howard. That makes no sense. None.
And it also illuminates like, oh, okay, so you chose this professor to give you great publicity, but you then can't, really treat the professors that you have well. Come on, man. And then
optics,
girl, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They need to do better.
100%. 100%. That's a damn shame. Whew, Lord, I'm trying to tell you, baby. I don't know. I got so many opinions. Not today, Jesus. Not today. We go.
We need a whole education segment, a whole prison to pipeline segment. Like, we need to have these real conversations. But
absolutely.
Amy said it's the low wages for me, sis. Come on now, tell it.
48,000?
What's up, Amy Lamar?
Are not cheap to go to.
I miss you, girl. That's real. It's not cheap to go to. Like, where the money going?
Oh no.
The optics.
Right.
Boop, boop, boop. Y'all are trash.
Papa bop. What was that? Bop.
Bookie, bookie. We had class for a good 5 minutes, y'all. It just went right out the window.
That's a damn shame.
Wow. Well, thank you for those tips today.
Thank you, Raj.
Joy.
I got a real quick one. I just wanted to give a plug. So, I mean, I know there's a lot of plant parents in the house, people that are, want to have their plant babies around. And it's really hard because a lot of times we find ourselves at like Home Depot or Lowe's or like, Aces or these like really big, and sometimes nurseries too, but many of them are not owned by people of color. And so I just wanted to go ahead and give a plug to my girl, Kenya Moss of Unique Arrangements out here in Denver, Colorado. I'm going to drop the information in the chat here. But if you live nearby, if you live in the area, please, please, please buy your plants and your accessories and your pots from your girl, Kenya Moss at Unique Arrangements, a Black woman who is holding it down and was holding it down during the quarantine. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just really proud of her and I just want to see her succeed and flourish and shine. So let's continue to do that, y'all. I'm going to drop the info in the chat.
That's awesome. I didn't even know that. So thank you for sharing that today.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out
I need to go to her because Lord knows I have a plant addiction in this house and I'm happy to get some more. So
yes.
I'm working on my green thumb.
Girl, you got it.
You got it.
Just let them speak to you. Yeah, they say out there going cantaloupe. Come on. Come on.
Joy came over and sprinkled a little magic on us.
Listen, y'all are doing so good. I'm so excited to see them babies grow, for real.
I know, they're getting so big. You'd be so proud of them now.
Yes. Exactly.
So that was awesome. Thank you so much, Carrie, for your sip of the week. This week, I have two as well. I'm going to start with our forever sip, Naomi Osaka. Sis has a documentary out on Netflix today.
Yes.
So super proud of this girl. And it's the title of it is like living by her own rules. And
yes.
She sure is. And I'm super excited to check that out. Y'all make sure y'all support that film and check it out. And I'm sure it's going behind the scenes of her life and showing how she maneuvers as as a half Japanese, half Black tennis player, I'm sure that they're going to show how she navigates that world of tennis. So check her out. I wanted to shout her out for that. And the second sip that I have, I know I'm a little late, but we didn't have show last week, but we have to shout out Miss Zyla Avant-Garde, who was the winner of the 2021 Scripps National Spelling Bee.
Yes, come on.
Yes. Big, you better work, girl.
Honey, 14 years old from a suburb of New Orleans, Louisiana. She took the center stage of the 2021 Scripps National Spelling Bee and won that joint. Won $50,000. And she was the first Black ever, I believe. I don't think Black girl. I think first African-American period.
Oh, nice.
That has ever won this particular spelling bee. I have to verify that. But yes, she's the first Black American to win and hold the title of National Spell Champion. A real Akila and the bee, honey, we salute you.
Yes, big
Keep doing big things. She's going to go so far in life. And I love her name. And she's just, she's the future. She's the future.
Exactly.
She's the children are really doing big things now. They are the ones that we really need to look to for inspiration and everything, because the kids are killing it. So 100%. Shout out to you, Zyla.
And I can't spell to save my life. I know I'm supposed to be able to. People like that you work with words. I'd be like, it don't work like that.
Dictionary.
Right? I'd be like, let me look this up.
That's what we have them for.
Period.
Exactly. No, that's beautiful. That's an inspiration, for sure.
So,
wow.
Great tips for the week, y'all. So y'all know what's next.
And I'm gonna keep it cute this week because I am sure I could come up with a plethora of bands, but since we only have so much time, so I can't tell if this should be a band or a sip. Wait, are y'all hearing that? I'm hearing some crinkling something. Sorry, I can't tell if this should be a band. Oh, it's Carrie with her snack. Oh, snack looking. Okay.
You're stupid.
Okay, I can't tell if this should be a BAN or a SIP, but this one is funny. So this guy, Edward Cagney Matthews, was this white racist dude in New Jersey. He kept harassing his Black neighborhoods and causing all this trouble in his community. So he posted a video on Instagram yelling the N-word at people and calling them monkeys, sharing his address and telling them to come see him. So they showed up all right. The community members had enough. Protesters gathered for hours outside of his home until finally police showed up and hauled his ass off to jail. The man claimed he was drunk at the time, but based on reports, this wasn't the first time, given that he had about 20 prior convictions. He's now been charged with 14 counts in all, including stalking, harassment, as well as charges for weapons and drug violations. This is the quintessential, till you do right by me, everything you think about is going to crumble moment.
100%.
When you set out to harass somebody. So he is my BAN, but the community who showed up is my sisters and brother in power forever.
Yes. They was like, oh, word, you gonna give us your address and expect, okay.
They showed up deep.
Yo, it was beautiful.
Don't start now, won't be nothing.
Period. But it is not an excuse. Drunk my ass. I don't care.
No.
That's not an excuse. Period.
There was video of him getting up in some young man's face, chest checking him and stuff. Come on, man. You deserve that. You lucky they didn't beat your ass. You lucky all they did was call the cops.
And all I'm saying, while he was being held up in jail, I hope I'm just saying. Karma's real.
Right.
That's all I'm saying. Karma is real, okay?
Real.
Right.
Don't drop the soap, sucker.
Don't drop it, baby.
Okay, see, there go the line right there, and y'all just be tiptoeing.
Listen, I'm going to always jump over the line.
Right? What line? Line where?
What line? What line? Who protect you?
Lord Jesus.
Wow, Camille, that was in Mount Laurel?
Wow.
Yo, Camille used to live in Mount Laurel. Yo, that's crazy. I did not know it was in Mount Laurel. Jesus, fix it.
Well, Amy said, did you see the Karen at Victoria?
Yes. I was
She's going to be BAN number 2, honey.
She was going to be BAN number 2, child.
Why?
That foolishness.
When she ran up and hit the woman with the camera and then started crying and falling on
started crying. I was like, Somebody come get this child.
I was like, yes.
Child, it was the fake faint for me.
Yes.
She was like, oh.
But I love the woman who was recording because she was just like, the audacity. Like, do you see this? I don't blame her at all.
Why does nobody come up in these situations to
Right.
check somebody? Like, why was nobody like, girl, I'm with you. Like, I got your back. That chick is tripping. I got you. If the cops come here, I'm a witness. The white lady was like, just walk away from her. She was like, I ain't walking away.
Right.
They gonna try to punch me in the face.
Right.
And why didn't the store just kick her out and say,
why
no,
didn't
man,
they kick her out? Why did they allow her to stay there and act dumb? Win an Oscar award
in a straitjacket somewhere, locked up in something like for real. Like they would have taken us away. Our bodies just, I don't know. That's crazy.
It don't make no sense.
None.
Real quick, y'all.
Hey,
Spring. Camille said really quick, she knows somebody who rolled up as a part of the pack at the house.
And my Lord, listen.
Yo.
Tell them I said thank you.
Tell them that we salute them. Okay.
Hell yeah.
Right, exactly.
I'm about it.
Oh man.
Yes, I cut my hair, boo. Listen, I had some dead ends that had to go. I'm trying to get used to it, okay? Because I love having long hair, but it's summertime, so I definitely feel good.
Girl, you look good.
Thank y'all.
Yes, sis.
So I have a quick little BA in. Like it's real quick. It'll take me less than a minute to read these people.
Get them.
Listen, for somebody who flies a lot, and if you guys are with me, please feel free to light up them comments, honey, because I be wanting to know if I am the only one who is irked by this. You board your plane. Let's say you in 20A, right? You want to win a seat. The flight lands, you get to your destination. What's the first thing that you see people do? Jump up and try to mad dash from the back of the plane. And I'll be looking at them like, and see, they gonna learn today. Because let me tell you what Monique Brooks Roberts does if you try to come up before I get out of my aisle. Y'all ready? I'd be like, excuse me. You about to, no, you gotta wait for me. I'm sorry. We are filing out. Each aisle files out.
There's a line. Mm-hmm.
You ain't learned this in school, how to walk in single file down, like just basic common courtesy. You're trying now. Somebody has been like, oh, I'm trying to get my connecting flight. Can I get through? But most times it's just people trying to bogart you. Does that bother anybody else? Like they will not let me out, and I'd be having to grab my violin. And I'm like, can y'all just be patient for 2 seconds and not run up from 36E to the front? And I'm done. That's all I have to say. I'd be like, wait for me. Okay.
I
hate it.
I've done this before.
Well, I'm talking to you.
You've been the one, Carrie. You're the culprit. Like Jesus. You know what?
I was like, all I have is my body. I'm just gonna move this way and see how far I can get. And as far as I can get, I just wait. I'm just like, okay, we here. So
yeah, but then don't the people who be in that aisle that you've landed on,
they be mad.
Sideways, like
they be mad.
Yeah. And I would, and if somebody said something, I'd be like, I'm very sorry.
Amy said it was her. So this is for you and Amy. Amy said
me and Amy, yeah. I could see that. I could.
Well, don't be on the flight with me, Carrie, yes, Amy, because I'm gonna clown you.
I'm gonna be in first class when we all gonna be in first class. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna get on first because I don't want no smoke.
Oh, if I could only afford first class every time, Jesus. Every time. Why? It's where I belong. Don't you understand?
I know. Did y'all see the new JetBlue from LAX to JFK? The Mint section. Did y'all see that? No. It's like a whole suite. It's like a good 1,800.
Oh, see.
For a one-way.
That's the struggle.
It hurts to hear.
But at least we get to travel again, y'all. I'm very, very happy about that.
I'm grateful for that.
I have done quite a bit of traveling the last 2 weeks, but it has been a beautiful thing. So,
Yes, I'm grateful for that.
mm-hmm.
But if y'all see me on a plane, I got my eye on you, sucker. You anybody this week, Carrie?
Say it again.
What you
Do
say?
you have anybody? Do you have
No, not
anybody
this week. Not this week, sis.
Okay, awesome.
Feel free to put your BANs in the comments. Sorry, Nick. Feel free to put your BANs in the comments, y'all. And don't forget to follow us on social media. I'm so excited about our next guest. I have followed this woman and admired this woman for a long time. I followed her on Instagram and then was blessed enough to do some commission work for her, to do some ambassadorship work for her, for her beautiful clothing line. I'd like to introduce my friend, Nasirah Sahar. The Nasirah Sahar collection was created to uplift and foster self-love and beauty. The collection helps empower our supporters to tap into their inner goddess. NSC also takes special interest in young women to ensure that they have the foundational support that they need to grow into successful leaders in their communities. Nasirah Sahar is also a licensed clinical therapist living in New York City. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, the incredible Nasirah Sahar.
Hey. That was quite the introduction. Thank you. Beautiful lady.
Hello.
What's
Hello. Welcome to the sip, girl. Welcome to the sip.
good? Thank you.
Welcome to the sip, and you are just as beautiful as you are on Instagram. It is so lovely to see you. I
Girl,
can't wait
listen.
to
No,
one day.
I'm getting older. It's a fight, constantly,
You got it down, sis. You got it down.
Thank you.
Well, welcome here. We are going to share some more information for you, but first we have the question of the day.
Sure.
Yes. Okay. So nobody knows this question, Nas. This is going to come as a surprise to everyone, okay? Except for me. All right. So we're gonna take some time and pontificate a little bit because this one might be a little deep. Y'all ready?
Let's process.
Okay. All right. So, how do you define true love?
Ooh, that's deep. You're going deep.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I mean, for me, because I'm difficult. I'm in love. I'm difficult. I think that being understood and someone willing to understand you, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
That's true love for me. Just leave me alone. Let me do me. And if you can do that comfortably without giving me stress, you love me. Yes, you do. I love you too.
I love it.
Oh, I love that.
Those are literally the same words. So that's beautiful. I'm just gonna go here if that's okay. Just to be understood and to understand, to seek that understanding together in a safe and a safe environment where you can grow and you can cultivate the things that are the matters of your heart. Let them flow, let them flourish. So that's
absolutely
that's beautiful. Yes,
that's beautiful.
What y'all think, ladies?
Listen, the word safe was the first thing that came up in my head. If I feel that you are protecting me and you are caring of my emotions and what I say matters. Child, that's it. You get it.
Absolutely.
That's how that's how I fell in love with Aaron so quick. He listened to me. He didn't just listen through me. He listened to me, and everything that I said, he validated. Everything. I get you, babe. I understand. I'm sorry. Here's a hug. Here's a kiss. Can I help you? What can I do?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
That was it. For me, it's that feeling safe with my emotions, safe with my body, safe with my mind. If I feel safe in those areas, that's it.
I like that too.
Amen.
I'm just going to expand on everything that you guys said. I was thinking of feeling whole. I think true love is where you balance each other out, you help each other grow, you help to heal each other. It's almost like you fit into the pieces that they are missing. It's just when you have someone who understands you, who makes you feel safe, who really lets you be who you are, you can be more whole and feel more healed. So that's a beautiful question, Carrie.
I love it.
That was good. I didn't expect that. You made me stop for a second.
Listen, I'm here to provoke your mind. Provoke your mind. That is my mission on this.
On that one.
See, we got good questions. We don't give you nothing too crazy.
That's good. That was a good question.
Well, so now I want to know what you're sipping on, sis.
Girl, I got a little tea in here.
That's tea.
You know,
That's all right.
you know, I've been drinking my herbs. I'm really into herbs, like, you know, the raspberry, the burdock, you know, just different teas, you know, to balance myself out because, you know, things start to change. So you have to be ready to, you know, implement those herbs. Don't be afraid to take herbs and, you know, get your tea drinking on because that's a good way to take those herbs. Absolutely.
Yes. I've wanted to study Ayurvedic medicine, and it's funny because I didn't know that that was something that you also were interested in.
Yes.
But I might ask you a little bit more about that in a second, because I want to find out how to blend herbs together to heal you, to clean you out, to detox you, all of that stuff.
It's so crucial, you know, especially for women, you know, different women issues, fibroids. I try to, you know, get my daughter started on that early because I didn't know about certain things. So it's always good to, you know, look into that, you know?
Yeah.
Take
Well, tell us who Nasirah Sahar is.
Whew, a hot mess. No, I'm not a hot mess. Not all the time. Not all the time. You know what? I'm just a woman, you know, and I feel comfortable in my own skin. I'm a therapist, you know, I consider myself to be a healer. I work in a psych unit. I just started that position, which is really good as lead therapist. I'm happy with that. I love astrology. I love all kinds of things. I mean, it's hard for me to describe myself as this one thing because there's so many moving parts. But I like to consider myself, you know, I'm trying to be more open these days. I'm usually like kind of, you know, to myself because there's so much going on in the world and I try to stay out of stuff. And I just try to keep my space because the space is important and being safe. And, you know, just, you know, I like to just chill, you know, very zen, you know, I like to try to help people get there and find that space for themselves. I've been a therapist for like 30 years now. I've been in all kinds of, you know, worked in all kinds of capacities in the mental health field. And it's really shaped who I am, you know, just, you know, someone that you can talk to if you need to, you know. I don't talk to many people. Like I'm on Instagram, but I'm not on Instagram. It's really hard for me because of the way I am, but people think they know me, but they really don't. You know, it's just it's a clothing line. I like clothes. But I try to keep my personal life private. You know, because it's so much going on. Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna jump around for a second because I always knew about your fashion and music work, but it wasn't until I saw your post recently that I learned you're a licensed clinical therapist. How did you even get started in that? And also, how has that affected you, like during COVID? Because I got to imagine that's a challenging field to be in right now.
I got into it. My father is a licensed therapist. But he was more in the educational side of things. So that's what got me started, you know, thinking about that. Plus, it's just in my nature. You know, I've always been the one everybody talked to. I probably was a little grown for my age. You know, your mama sit down talking about things you probably shouldn't be talking about. So I just thought, you know, since people, you know, come to me for that type of energy, why not, you know, go into that field? And it just came so naturally, like where people would be afraid to do the type of work because it can be frightening. And, you know, people do have mental health challenges and they can become violent. So it's just a lot, you know, I think it takes a certain kind of person. It's not for everybody, you know. New York during COVID was absolutely awful. It was awful, awful, awful. We lost a lot of people, a lot of, you know, then we had people who were used to going to work every day, having to stay home with all these kids or their Uncle Johnny. It's like 10 people in an apartment. I mean, I was very busy during COVID. I did not get a break. It was not like that for me. And I was glad to help, you know.
Well, I'm sure people are definitely grateful to have you around. Already just talking to you now, your energy feels so chill. I can imagine that you kind of bring that bomb in the room with people that you care about.
Yeah. I try to, you know, keep it, you know, and I can't front and sit here and say nothing bothers me. I mean, it's a lot of stuff going on, but I just had to make the decision to, you know, decide this isn't about me. It's here, but I'm not going to, you know, take it in. So, you know, I have certain like exercises that I do after I have communication or a session or anything just to cleanse myself of that. I'm very into, you know, balancing my energy, you know, cleansing, because when people, you sure can. When people come to me, they have a lot of energy and I have to be able to like shake it off because you'll take that stuff home to your to your family. You don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That part.
Well, as I was typing that, you were answering it. Because that was like what jumped into my head. You know, you have your fashion house, you have your work, which is very, I would assume,
it takes everything.
Draining. How do you
and
balance?
It does. Oh my
You're
God.
you're a
that's
DJ.
a good point.
Yeah.
That's a good question, Monique. And I just, and with the fashion and everything, it's a practical line. It's not something that my daughter is actually a designer. She's getting ready to come out of school for that. I just like to conceptualize different like principles. Like I'm very into like the goddess energy. So that was my reasoning. Like I work on behalf of the goddesses, and the queens. That's what I have come here to do. So if I have to just, if I keep going and just do my thing, that's what I'm here to do. And I feel comfortable doing it. I have been blessed in ways that I cannot even describe because I have taken on that. So it's not really about me. I'm just the vehicle for it. In a couple of years, you may not even see me doing it. You may see my children doing it, but then I might step away. But I'm just doing it to, to empower. So when you do put on a Nasirah Sahar, collection design, you rep it. You have to rep that queen. You have to be able to do that. And it's a constant reminder when I want to set it off. I have to look at myself and say, is this what I'm really supposed to be doing? So.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love that idea of the goddess mindset. And I'm such a fan of your Nasirah Sahar collection. Can you talk about the style? We're going to share some links and stuff, but can you talk a little bit more about the style? Because I got to say, you are incredibly gorgeous. You're like 6 foot tall. Anybody who sees you on Instagram, your dresses.
I used to be fly girl, but when you hit 50, it just,
you ain't 50 no way, girl.
Weird.
Where?
I will say this. I'll be 49 Monday.
Okay.
But I own my
birthday.
50. Thank you. I own my 50.
Good.
But it's a struggle. It's a struggle because I don't think mothers talk to their daughters about what to expect. So I think everybody should have a conversation with their mom. Like seriously, even childbirth, things you have to be prepared for these things. You just can't go into it because it changes you. Right. So you just, I think we need to talk more about that, amongst women. It's important.
Yes,
absolutely.
Very true. But about the collection, so tell me about the style of it and tell me about, because I've seen everything from hooded dresses to jogging pants to A-line dresses. Tell me what the style is now for NSC.
Well, I mean, again, it's a practical line. Like, I try to keep things simple. Now, you can go buy Gucci, you can do your thing. And, we all I wear Whitney Merrow. She's like my personal favorite. Dressmaker. She's an African-American sister. If you don't know who she is, you need to get to know her. But it's more about practicality. A lot of women, they don't have money to go buy Gucci. They don't have money. You want to look good in your budget. So I really didn't come out with it to, sell like a bunch of things that are expensive. I don't really even consider myself to be a designer. I'm a curator. That's what I consider myself to be. And if I'm really hip hop, I like to DJ, so I try to keep things along that, that spectrum. It's sporty, it's something for everybody, but it's more about just being able to afford. If you want to look, cute and you want to wear this, you wear that. I mean, that's what I do. It works for me. And there are a lot of other women that it works for. So,
I love your dresses because I feel like they're for everybody. If you want to wear something cute and short and flirty, you can wear that. If you want to wear something that feels elegant and long and you can take to church, you can wear that. I bought several of your things to, be on
You
stage.
look good in it, girl. I posted Roger Larry's picture and everybody went crazy. And they're gonna go. I'm gonna be reposting that because we're coming up on the season of the outfits, the dresses that you wore. Last time, and then you really set it off with those harem pants, girl. I was like,
honey,
that sister is bad. You gotta give her a prop. She is a bad, bad, bad woman. So you do it, girl.
From one to another says thank you.
Both of y'all fly, okay? Both of y'all.
Y'all all fly. I love the show. It's I like the platform. It's really good. Really, really good stuff.
Oh, thank you.
And let's talk about your DJing skills, sis, because obviously you just have such a hip hop flow to you anyway. How did you get started with DJing? Who are some of your DJ inspirations?
Oh my God. Well, I was doing it. I did a little bit in college. I've always had an ear for music. Like, you know, I'm talking about for beats, you know, listening to different people like DJ Scratch, DJ Jazzy Jeff. You know, I really like, I like blending. That's my thing. Like blending and, you know, it's all about flow and everybody can't do it. Like I thought it was easy. It's not an easy thing. You know, it's something that you got to want to be able to do. I'm a baby DJ in that, you know, it's something that I picked up and I do it every now and then. Like I moved and I have to get my space together, but I'm going to set up my Twitch so people can see it live. I try to do it on Instagram and get shut down, or I do blending videos and they take them down. But, you know, it's just always been a thing. You know, it impresses the men. They love that. Well, right. You know, they like it well too. They don't want to see you do it. Yeah, I'm not playing with it. I just love to do it and I'm good at it. So I have fun with it. Like I really think I need to sit down and like wrap myself around one thing, but I just like doing different things, you know? So
No. Let's talk about that for a second though, because most of the people that we really admire are people who are multi-hyphenated. Like I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I would think if anything, you would want Nasirah Sahar, the brand, to just have all these different kind of arms and all that kind of stuff. What is your goal in the next 5 years or 10 years or whatever?
Well, you know what? I want to see, because I'm under the umbrella of Pharaonic brand. And Lou, I think he was in the chat. This is his baby. I'm just adding on to it. And I really appreciate him letting me, because he's about to shelve the brand. And I was like, no, let's see what this does. And it has propelled, it has grown and grown and grown. I'm really shocked. I never thought I would have 162,000 followers on Instagram for what?
Girl,
okay, I know they come on there. No, I know they come on there to see all the, you know, but it's not about that. I am into my brand. You know, it is about doing different things. It's about, you know, being able to love music and clothes and fat. All of it runs along the same tangent. You know, it's club fashion, it's, you know, music and different things like that. So, you know, in 5 years, I can see us growing even more. And so hopefully you'll see more of my children and that sort of thing. So
yes, I love it. Ooh, that is gorgeous, honey. Let me just tell you about your locks. Okay.
Girl,
you make me want to grow locks. And I have braids in now, but I usually just wear my hair in a big fro. But girl,
I've seen you. Very beautiful. No, I thought about cutting off my locks because it really becomes heavy. Like it's a weight, you know. But I don't know, because I don't know if I could have a fro. I was looking at Carrie's hair. I was like, man, I wish my hair stood up like that, man. I would just cut it off and just get a fro. And then we were talking about the lady with the mohawk, and I was like, wow, that's something that I wanted to do, but I'm just too afraid to do it.
Oh, girl, I understand. Having long hair and then, you know, changing it up, it's definitely an identity change shift.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. But go ahead, Carrie.
Oh no, I just had a quick question. It's kind of you were talking about a little bit about fear here, right?
Sure.
I think like maybe that's something that we can unpack a little bit. You know, fear is familiar. It's so familiar for me. It feels like the norm for me, right? And so like growing out of that and, you know, really stepping into your fullest self. Like tell us a little bit about that journey for you. What are some things that you've learned?
I'm still on it, girl. I'm still on it.
Right. Absolutely.
I'm still on it. Like for me growing up, I've always been tall and very curvy. So I've always kept myself like closed in and was like really afraid to, like, I didn't want to like bother anybody, kind of stay out the way, that type of attitude towards a lot of things, you know. But putting myself out here, it's been very eye-opening, you know, because I'm a private person and now I feel like I'm in this spotlight. So I'm still like overcoming, like I've had 5 shows try to interview me, but when Raj asked, I was like, man, let me just do it. But I felt comfortable with her. Like I really don't like, you know, I used to do lives and stuff. I don't do that. Like I just don't. Because like, you know, even my persona, things have like taken this, it's just up here now. Like, I'm just like, how did I get here? So, you know, and just trying to be grounded because I'm a therapist. I have a family, you know, I'm busy. And I just don't, I just didn't want to take it in that direction, but you just, you go with it where the energy takes you. So, but it's a constant journey. You just have to, if you're grounded in the reasons for why you're doing something, that gives you strength. And that's just how I feel.
Yes.
Amen to that. And also, I know as a therapist, I'm sure you use a lot of like grounding techniques, to, like,
I got my feet on the ground right now.
Right. Absolutely.
Flat on the floor.
That's right. You got to stay connected. One thing that I noticed in some of your pictures is that tattoo that says Queen. So like when you look in the mirror, it's for you, right? Like that's what's going on.
It's for me.
I just think that's really beautiful.
Yeah, it's for me. It's for me. It's just always been important for me. The way that I grew up is to always remember who I am, because you can have all these people around you telling you can't do this, you can't do that. I've had that a lot. So I had to, figure out a way to embody that, all of the goodness and all of the strength, and just move forward with business, with my education, with my profession, So yeah, it's, to me, it's a badge. People don't like it a lot of times when you see yourself that way, but it's also a reminder for me how to act, how to carry myself. So that's what it's for. It's a conversation starter. I kind of like that.
Yeah, I love that.
Beautiful.
It's also a declaration of who you are.
That's right.
Yeah, it's just, something that I feel that, because we have, listen, just to keep it just 100, like we have like this war going on between the sexes, and Black women are getting dragged all over the place. So, I stand up for mine, because I know I'm educated. You ladies are educated, beautiful, and we should be seen as that, despite people's feelings about who they think we should be.
That's
right.
So
right.
That's what I teach.
Amen to that. That's the church I'm willing to go to.
Honey, right there.
I mean, we need to support one another. It's rough. And images are everything. A lot of people don't like tats. I mean, I'm just a tat person. I got a lot of Scorpio in my chart, so that's just how I get down. That's how I get down. I got to keep it,
We in the
and you can display or exhibit certain traits with your way without, I don't think it should be a thing where you should be judged for it. I mean, I think I've seen like a lot of women who aren't that classy without tats or without piercings or without locks or whatever. So, I mean, it's all about energy.
Period.
Yeah. Do you?
Nas, I just have to say, like, first of all, I'm honored that you said yes. I literally, Nick and I, we talk amongst ourselves about people that we admire online all the time, and how, it'd be so great if we could get them on the show, and we hope they say yes. So the fact that you did, it means the world. But I also want to say, I'm grateful for you from an Instagram perspective too, because I used to just watch you post your pictures and think, wow, she's incredibly beautiful. This is out here on her clothing hustle. Like, I just admired your drive. And then also, girl, I'm a house music fan. So, the minute you was posting the mixes,
girl,
I was like, yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. I got to get back on it.
So I just got mad respect for you. And do you want to say, like, whether it's the clothing line or your DJ, has there been like a big challenge in your life, and how did you overcome that? Like, have there been some highs and lows in your business, especially maybe from a collection point of view?
Well, to be honest, it hasn't really been that too many lows. You know what I mean? Because I guess you have to look at the way that, I mean, what are you doing it for? I mean, financially, it's awesome. The message that, I'm, exhibiting is awesome, from my perspective. I just think that a lot of people, when they get into that type of arena, it has to be about more about your principles. I mean, if you're doing it to compete with others, then you're going to be pissed off. You're going to be upset. So I just try to keep it about the vision. So I don't ever see it negatively, like at all. Like, I can think of a lot of other things I see negatively, but that part, no. Not at all. Sometimes I think, I don't want it to take all my time because I got so many other things going on. So for me, it's all about the balancing act at this point. But I just think that when you do something like that, just get into it for something else other than, one thing. You should have like a lot of reasons why. You know.
So for you, it's like, oh, sorry, Raj.
Go ahead, girl.
So for you, it's like the love of it is.
It's the love. It's the love.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And then, Louis, he worked so hard on that brand. Like Pharaonic brand, I mean, I've known about it since like, what is it, 2008? And it, I've seen his work on a lot of individuals, like a lot of artists, a lot of actors, these types of things. And when he was talking about shutting it down because he didn't have like a partner, I'm like, boy, I move over. Let me try this. We'll save it. We'll save it. So it was about that. And, you should always have a legacy. You should always demonstrate to your children, your community, this is what you could be doing, like, business. Does it always look like it's supposed to, like on TV? No, everybody's journey is different. I think if you keep that perspective, then you'll grow, but you just can't just frame it in a way that you see others, but always think big, always think big. Yeah.
And shout out to Louis too, because his Pharaonic brand designs are incredible. The stuff that he does for men, all the lines that he have. And I think you guys have a kids brand, some kids stuff too now, right?
Oh, love.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we have t-shirts. We have rompers for babies. I mean, everybody gets love,
Rompers
I try to babies. For the babies, and then for our plus size, our plus size, because everybody's not a size 5, so we try to keep that in mind as well, so it's a little something for everybody, and it's about principles. It's about doing the right thing, thinking about balance. It's not necessarily relegated to like Africa. It's about universal. It's universal. It's
we all
universal.
connected.
The universal energy. And anytime you see a Black business, if they have great customer service and they have quality items, you should support. Why not?
Right.
Yeah. Definitely.
Why not?
I mean, I love how you preface that though with if they have good customer service and if they have quality, because we have to hold ourselves to better standards.
We have to hold ourselves to better standards and accountable. I mean, because Black business, it's just hard in that regard because you do have all kinds of businesses that have like bad customer service or just they don't have quality. It could be anybody. But when it comes to Black businesses, there's an extra little pressure there because either, some Black businesses may not do things the proper way. And then Black businesses are looked at as not as good as other businesses. Or on the other side, you have your cousins and them who want a discount on everything just because that's not the way business works. So we just have to be better all the way around,
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah.
I want to give a minute for Abby because Abby, I saw that you put a question in here and I love this, y'all. I feel like we get guests sometimes and they take us to these dope philosophical places. So you have just created a vibe in here tonight, Nas. Thank you so much.
Oh, good. I can't see the chat, so.
Oh, that's okay. So Abby's question was because she said she could feel your energy. What is one lesson that we all must know that you've learned through nature about life? Like, what is the one lesson that you would impart to all of us?
I would say just, think things through before you do anything. Like, I don't think that just looking at my own life, if I would have just like taken a moment to really like do some thinking, like really process like why I would do something, like, it's okay to just, you don't have to answer people right away. You don't have to like respond right away. You don't have to react, but respond. I think it's important to kind of like mind your thoughts. Because I don't think people really understand like how your thoughts create your reality. Like if you have something that you want to focus on that. You don't want to focus on what you don't want. And I just think that's something that if somebody would have told me that a long time ago, I would be more trained to continue that, that vision because it's important. Yeah.
Okay.
We need Nas to speak at the retreat.
Yeah.
We're making a list.
We're making a list.
Let me know. I need to go on a retreat. I'm getting out of here probably next month, but yeah, it would be good. I mean, I just think for me, it's a good thing to like just be around a lot of energy like this, good feminine energy. That's what's definitely needed,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I feel that.
I just appreciate your perspective on things. I think sometimes we can get, as women, as Black women specifically, we can get caught up in like the negative of a situation, or building a business, or, you know, whatever it is. You know, I'm a musician, all these things, you can kind of let it take over. But the fact that you're keeping like the love of it at the forefront and always like thinking about like the positive in the situation is like, that spoke to me so much.
Yeah, I'm glad you that's the takeaway, because it is important. It's important to, I mean, who else is going to big you up? You have your husband that's going to big you up, you know, family. But if you don't big yourself up and keep love at the top, it's not going to work. And I took me a long time to get to that. Yeah. It wasn't always like that, you know, and I still have to work on that daily. But, you know, the thing about social media is that you see these people, you know, and you see them doing these things. They, you know, we only show you what we want you to see. Exactly. And I think we always need to keep that perspective, because you don't know what people are dealing with. But I just think that it's okay to log off. I think it's okay to take a break, because if you're constantly looking at these images, and they could be negative images, it could be, you know, it can really take a toll. So, you know, that's something to always keep in mind, you know, definitely.
Can I ask a quick question?
Yeah.
Sure.
So you mentioned this earlier, and you kind of just spoke about it now, about people thinking that they know you, right?
Right.
Just from social media.
Sure.
And it's such an interesting experience. You know what I'm saying? Like to meet someone in person and to like have them actually say, like, I feel like I know you. Have you like how do you respond to things like that? Like, and what does that kind of do? I don't know. Does it affect you in your psyche in any way? I'm just curious.
I mean, you know, I don't know. People don't know. You know, you don't know a person unless you know, you don't. I'm sorry. You know, that's the thing about social media, man. And you see these pictures, you see these videos, you don't know them. You don't know you have to be around someone to get that energy. I mean, you can see things, but you have to really like sit next to someone and see them in their natural environment and what they do on a daily for you to really know them. Like, you just can't, you know. Now, some parts of okay, if you say, you know, I feel like I know you, you know, sometimes energy resonates, you know, with someone, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, we can all relate to each other, but I just think that, again, we're only showing you what we want you to see. You got to go. You have to really, like I try to tell even my young ones, you know, you got to get to know people. On the internet, it's just all, you know, it's all constructed. You just have to sit next to someone. Like I said, and I think social media has really taken that away, for people really getting to know each other.
Yeah. And it's just, you know, it's just a question that came to mind, because sometimes I feel like, you know, you walk into spaces and people have this idea of who you are.
Yeah.
And they respond to that idea of who you are. And I'm just
and I'll tell you, to that end, you know, Carrie, you know, even like my page, like, okay, so I started off with all my clothes and doing these things, but I have a large bust line. So now people think, okay, well, she's this type of person. No, you have no idea. Like, I'm a very educated person, very smart. I can diagnose you in 2 seconds, you know, and I can read you, and I'm good at reading people. So, but people don't know that about me. That's why you can't necessarily go off of, you know, what you see. You don't know what people are doing. You just don't. You know,
and your body is your body, and it's, you know, like, what does it have to do?
It took me a while to get there. It took me a while to get there because of, you know, worrying about what people think, worrying about what people may perceive to be, you know. But if that's who you are, that's just who you are, and there's nothing wrong with that, you know. But I just think that it's really important to, you know, to have a conversation, you know, sit next to the person, talk to them, because you really don't know unless you're there, you know, and you can have that communication. You know,
can I ask you something, Nas, too, about where you come from? Because I know that you're kind of based in New York now, and the business is based in New York, but you feel so down home to me. And I know it's because you were born in Detroit and I was born in Kalamazoo. So can we talk a little bit about where Nas came from?
Let me tell you, because I will say I was born in Nashville, so I'm a Southern woman.
I heard this.
Okay,
Yeah.
there we go.
Right.
There you go. So you
Right.
can pick up on it.
You girl, I'm 2 hours from you, Louisville.
Yep.
I was like,
from-
this is not New York talking right here.
yeah. And I grew up, in the Midwest as well. But I always say Detroit raised me because I had my children in Detroit. Well, they're born in Ann Arbor, but we live in Detroit.
Right.
So you pick up different things, but at the foundation is, I'm Southern, and I rep that. That's, I love New York, very nice people, but that's where, I get a lot of that from. And I was raised in Gary, Indiana for most of my childhood.
And that's like South Midwest anyway, girl.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
And
you
that's a lot of
have
good
such
people
a
there.
quiet strength about you. You really seem like you have, I know that you said, it took a while to get here or whatever, but you really seem to walk with a certain confidence. And what kind of inspires you, or what keeps you, with this kind of quiet confidence that you have?
Girl, life and just everything, I've been through, watching other people. Like I study people. That's what I do. And just watching like the moves they made and the decisions that people make, it'll shape you. You'll make when you observe people, you'll make different decisions. Some things you won't do because you watched certain things happen. You just learn what not to do, and you learn what, you take the best part of everything,
Yeah.
Take the best part. You can learn something from anybody. I don't care who they are,
Yeah. Well, you have totally inspired us tonight. And I got to say, I just, it's funny. I had all these other questions for you, and I feel like you've kind of folded them into into some of your answers. So I just appreciate it. We do have a little rapid fire spot for you, unless do you guys have any other questions?
I have just one question. We love to ask this question kind of towards all of our interviews. But what do you do for your self-care? There's so much in life. Like, what is I
have a whole wing back here. You can't see it, the door closed. Girl, oils, essential oils. I have a yoni steam. I do all kinds of self-care. I don't think I think people underestimate the power of essential oils. I mean, you can a nice Google search. You don't even have to go to school, Raj. You can go and find out like whatever's going on with you. There's an oil and there's an herb. So I do a lot of steams, that sort of thing. I'm really going to start getting back into exercising. It's just that I've been moving around a lot and I've been busy. But that quiet time in my bath, that's how I just, I don't have a care in the world. My face mask. My skincare routine is top notch, and it doesn't have to be something you have to go to. You see,
and we can
So you go, you get those essential oils. You buy your bottles. Like I'll buy like my little my bottles, and I mix my oils. With jojoba, with almond oil. There are different things that you can do for yourself, and you'll definitely see a difference. So I look forward to that. Like I like my quiet time. I like my candles in my bathroom. I'm really into bathrooms. Like my bathroom has to be huge because I'm a tall woman. So I just think putting your energy into those things will have you feeling really good about yourself, and your teas and all that. You guys are, seem like you guys are doing that too,
Yes, we do our best, make it a point to be intentional about it.
Yes,
I love that you are intentional about it. I would love to know what your favorite blend is. Your favorite essential oils blend for like stress.
Yes.
Like I like chamomile oil. I have like cinnamon oils. I'm trying to think. Clary sage. Like people sleep on clary sage oil. Like, if you're going through like different issues, like with feminine, like if you're like fibroids, cysts, you can take that oil. You can rub it on your abdomen. You can put a heating pad over that, and you can just, you can do a lot of things for yourself that these medical doctors will not. They will not tell you about those types of things.
Right.
Lemon oil. Say if you have like dark spots, whatever, rough, like rough patches. I mean, there's like different oils you can mix together, and you can cure yourself. You know, so I just do a lot of studying with that, just different things, you know, but like I said, a quick Google search would help, you know, for anything that you have like discomfort in, you can find something for that.
Yes.
Yes, and anytime you want to sell some of them oils, girl, on the website too, you know.
Blends, honey.
Well, you know what? Now listen, and I have a Nasirah Sahar Beauty, and I am thinking about doing it. I've already set up that store, and I have some things there, but I think what I will start doing is, you know, just making the product and putting it there for anybody that's interested. And there's also, what do I put? There's an oil that I made for under eye too. That's pretty good. I forgot the name of that oil that I did. But so things like that you can do, you know.
Thank you for sharing.
Yes.
Thank you. Well, girl, we just appreciate you so much, Nas, seriously. And I hope that we get a chance to come to New York and actually meet you in person, because we'd love to do some kind of event in New York and meet.
Well, just let me know. I travel, and I'm always, you know, I'm around for the most part. I just need advance notice because I work too, you know, so.
Yeah.
No, but it's been a pleasure, though. It's been a pleasure, and you ladies are just awesome. Don't stop doing what you're doing, because we need this kind of energy. Because I was just very happy sitting here watching you guys interact. You guys have awesome energy and a flow. So awesome.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
You guys save these, don't you? Because I'm gonna
we do.
Okay,
yes,
great.
Yes.
Definitely.
And we can send you the links and stuff like that too.
Send it to me.
Let me
Absolutely.
ask you my rapid fire. Okay, so what are 3 words that describe who Nas is in a nutshell?
Ooh, without sounding too bad. I mean, you know what? Not three words too. Superstar.
Okay.
Superstar. That's my energy. Superstar.
We don't need 3. We can use 1.
That's right. That's right.
Yes. Superstar. Yeah.
I love it.
What store do you shop at the most?
For what?
For clothes, besides NSC, let's say.
I'm telling you guys need to check out Whitney Merrow.
Okay.
Yes, I love her. Yeah.
When you get a chance, Google Whitney Merrow. She makes these beautiful dresses. Like, I don't know if you've seen like some of the dresses. Like, I posted this one dress with a red flowing dress. She makes them custom. I really don't. To be honest with you, I can't even. She's like the only person I'm really digging. Like, I've been digging her for a few years now.
Yeah.
I don't shop at malls. I'm not a mall person. I'm just not.
You
know.
Okay. Well, I like Whitney too. She's the one who has the beautiful. It's like almost a blondish kind of fro, and then she wears these incredible gowns.
I saw her in Brooklyn at a festival, and she was like this just unicorn. I couldn't believe it. I was like, wow, like she's just like her energy. And I saw her from a distance, but she's bad. So
how do y'all spell her name, y'all? Because I can't find her.
I'm gonna find her.
M-E-R-O, Whitney
Merrow.
M-E-R-O. I'm looking at it now. I'm like,
I love her stuff. I love her stuff. I love her. She's in New York, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah, Whitney Merrow.
Okay.
That's correct.
Yes.
Yeah, she's dope. I would definitely check her out because, like, she's an African-American dressmaker. She's bad. Like, I don't think she gets the props that she deserves. And I wear her stuff. I know she gets sick of me because I'm always ordering. I at least order every other month.
I'm sure she loves that.
I'm sure she's like, thank you.
Yeah.
That's what's up. That's beautiful.
She's dope.
Y'all should do a collaboration. We gotta work that out.
Girl, she out of my look. I'm just a kid. Look, I'm a curator.
No, you're not.
We gonna dream big. We gonna dream big.
We gonna dream big. I work on behalf of the goddesses, so I'm still a worker bee.
There you go.
I feel that. That's real.
What is your favorite scent to wear?
Girl, mango butter. It's an oil.
Okay.
Like, I don't wear it's called mango butter. Because I'll say this much, like, you wear that oil, you'll have everybody just. I know when I put it on, but when I put it on, people just like, "Woo, what is that?" That is just. But the women, they don't like it. They're like, "This bitch, she don't like."
I would like the women to be attracted. So I'm just like, hey. All right, we gonna work it out. We gonna work it out.
You gotta work it out. But I like that. I like that scent, mango butter. But it was one scent that my daughter was trying to get me to. I forgot the name of it. I don't know. I forgot.
I like mango butter though. It's pure. That sounds
Yeah.
I
awesome.
love it. I mean, it just smells delightful. I just love it. I just think, sometimes your chemistry mixes with certain things, and it
exactly.
takes a different.
Yeah.
So it may not be for everybody, but that's what I wear.
Real. That's real.
Do you do flats or stilettos?
Girl, I do stilettos on pictures, flats, everywhere else. I wear Converse under my
Yes, Converse.
when I wear with the mirror, the dresses hit the floor, and I have the matching Converses underneath. Like listen. I wore stilettos and different things to work, and you will tear your feet up. And I have nice feet. And when I started seeing a little rough spot, I was like, oh no, baby, we got to do something else. So I'm already 6 feet tall, so I mean, it's just like, what else can I do? Yeah, I don't need to be that dang on tall, So
right, I feel you.
And I think this one you kind of answered, but coffee or tea?
Tea.
Okay. If you could be any flavor of ice cream, what would you be?
Dang. What's that blue ice cream? It's blue.
Blue.
It was a blue
Like
moon.
A blueberry or
a blue moon,
like
girl. I don't know.
No,
it's not a sherbet. It's a blue moon. Dang, I forgot the name of that too. But it was something. It's called blue something cap. Oh, my daughter just texted me. She said Burberry Her is what.
Burberry. I like that.
She's watching the show. She. My baby. That's my baby right there. But I don't know, some kind of blue cow, something blue. It's blue, but I would be that ice cream. It's delicious.
Okay. It's a blue ice cream.
Girl, I'm getting old. It's blue something, but it's delicious. Something cow.
Blue cow
ice cream. But it was delicious.
Put it in the comments, girl.
Right.
Put it in there, girl. It was delicious.
Yes.
Lou's birthday was the other day, and we had some, and it was just great.
Ooh.
But some say something like vanilla. That's just not that. That's not it.
That's not.
Yeah. So, who? Last one as a DJ. Who would you want to see do a versus? Dead or alive, whatever.
I don't know. Maybe I Prince versus somebody.
Ooh.
Maybe Prince versus.
Prince would have to do a versus with himself. It had to be like
it would have to, you know what? Or maybe because they just had Earth, Wind, and Fire, but without Maurice White,
Yeah.
I'm not versus. I'm traumatized by versus, and I'll tell you why. Because we were all in quarantine, and it's just like this DJ thing online has just I don't know. It just too quarantine-ish for me. Like, it was to entertain us while we were indoors, and I just think I just didn't attach to it the way that everybody else did.
Yeah, I can get that because you would probably miss the live experience more than anything. It's not
and I'm definitely a concert person, and I just really just didn't want to get used to seeing verses. Like maybe I'm the only person that
I respect that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I get that.
I was torn because on the one hand, I felt like I got to see some people that I would never think to see live or wouldn't have a chance to see live. So that was cool. But I feel you. It's like I worried that we were never going to have.
We were never going to get back. Now I did enjoy Erykah Badu and Jill Scott.
Yeah, that's my favorite one.
I did. That was probably my favorite one.
Yeah.
But it was just all about the quarantine thing, and I just want to get back outside.
Honey, you just want to be
girl.
Keep the people then.
I can't watch it. I watch another live. I watch another quarantine DJ show. I'm gonna jump out the dang window. I just
miss me with the.
That's real.
Because you think about quarantine, you think about the DJ, virtual DJ, and weight gain. It's just a nightmare. Like to me. Girl, this whole quarantine experience, I just can't.
It's over.
I cannot.
Girl, yes.
I cannot.
Thankfully, we have much to celebrate.
Yes.
We do.
Yeah.
We do. And
well, on that note,
yes,
thank you so much for joining us, sis. We
Absolutely.
appreciate you greatly. I hope you guys have had a great weekend, and that you have a great weekend. I'm trying to get my speaker to work here, but. Much love and gratitude, y'all.
Definitely.
Absolutely. Thank you, ladies. It was a pleasure.
Now, you are our sister in power for this week. We love you. We salute you. We appreciate you
so much.
The love is real. I appreciate you, ladies. Absolutely.
Word. All right, beautiful people, be sure to see us next week. Follow us on Patreon, _podcast on the Instagram, and look out for us on YouTube, and subscribe to our podcast, baby. We love y'all.
Yes.
Take care of yourselves. Peace.
Peace.
Much love, everybody. Take care.